Welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics in our challenge mode run. We're heading to Lionel Castle. This is not a battle, apparently, so we don't have to prepare. Next battle's in the swamp somewhere. What errand brings you to Lionel? I am Agrius Oaks. I didn't know our last name was Oaks. A knight of the Lion's Guard. My companions and I have journeyed from Moribond Monastery seeking sanctuary. By the grace of Saint Ajora, I beg you, lay open your gate. The graces of Saint Ajora are in the keeping of his eminence here. All who seek these graces are given like treatment. The gates of Lionel stand open to them. Raise the gate. I remember this map. We fight here later. I remember this. I'm getting flashbacks. It's a fight where you gotta open the gate, right? I remember it. It's not good that I remember it. That means it was really bad. It's not now. This is probably in a later chapter, right? I see, Lady Agrius. In such circumstances as this, I am fain to lend you whatever help I can. I shall dispatch a courier to Molland at once. High Confessor Marcel will have this news from my own hand. We will expose Duke Larg's misdeeds and ensure that no harm befall you, Princess. Your Eminence, thank you. The High Confessor will hear our plea. Fear not, dear lady. You are in my care now. Princess Ovelia can scarce feel at ease, while those tasked with her safety are vexed with such worriment. You may enjoy the comforts of the castle, wanting though they are, while we await a reply from Molland. Your most gracious Eminence, thank you. As long as Saint Ajora is our guide, we have naught to fear, child. As for you, my young machinist, I have given consideration to your troubles as well. I will send a hand-picked company of my finest men to Gaug to put an end to this Barrett Trading Company. Thank you, Your Eminence. Conditioned upon this, I would hear the reason they chose to pursue you and your father. That is, I mean to say it's not... Come, come, mayhap this will give voice to your words. A rock! A crystal? You are familiar with the legend of the Zodiac Braves. It's the plot! In my youth, I often heard a fanciful tale of that name at Mass. What's this? Surely, Lady Agrius, you do not aver that the church would mislead its flock. No, of course not, Your Eminence. Long ago, before the mountains had ceased their wandering and struck their roots into the earth, the Lucavi held dominion over the world. 12 heroes there were who came forward to challenge these Lucavi. In a long and bitter struggle, they succeeded in driving the Lucavi to the spirit world, and Ivalice once again knew peace. The 12 each bore an Aurosite crystal, emblazoned with a house of the night sky, and so in time they became known as the Zodiac Braves. Even ever after, when Discord and Strife paid visit to the halls of men, they would return to save us once more. You have clearly been a most apt pupil, Princess. Elder Simon himself instructed me at Orban, which reminds me of another thing he said. Saint Ajora walked with the 12, and together they saved Ivalice from ruin. We call the crystals of the 12 the Zodiac Stones. The stone you see before you now is a stone from that very legend. But which one? Aurosite, it exists. I did not think it possible. Or that it held the sacred power to keep the Lucavi at bay, eh? I confess, I feel some power deep within, but my eyes see only a common crystal. Mustadio, are you well? The color has left your face. You have seen a stone like this one beneath Gaug, have you not? Machines whose fires have long since guttered out lie strewn in the tunnels beneath the city. But pass that stone near them, and you can hear them stir. Then Barrett seeks the Aurosite, eh? I do not know what power these Zodiac Stones hold. I know only that Ludovic Barrett... Oh, wait, we met Ludovic, right? So this is the first time we know that Ludovic is of the Barrett, clan, I guess. I know only that Ludovic Barrett hopes to find some way to harness this power and make a fearsome weapon. My father would not give them the stone, so they took him instead. So yeah, I remember certain fine details and the broad details of, tactics from the last time I did a full playthrough. But there are little things that I have forgotten, or possibly little things that were lost in translation because I've never done a War of the Lions playthrough. I've only played the PlayStation version. So like the Ludovic thing, I didn't remember that at all. Put your worries from your mind, my young machinist. The church will see this matter as dealt with. Our forces will strike and wrest the stone from their hands. Of course, Your Eminence. He has the stone, right? Like, we know this, right? Already in the story? Didn't we... Because they... Well, or do we not know if he has the stone? They were asking him for the stone, right? So, I feel like he has it, but maybe we don't actually have that confirmed. Maybe it's only implied. I will join the company that makes for Gaug. Thank you, Ramza. We would never have succeeded in reaching His Eminence the Cardinal without you, Ramza. You have my thanks as well. I can only wish you well. Small aid, I know. Your words are all the aid I could ever ask. Okay, so there's where we're going. Swamp? Yeah, is that a silent T, you think? The Chigolith Fenlands, or is it Chigolith? I guess that kind of sounds the same either way I say it. And then the Clockwork City of Gaug. Okay, cool. What do we got here? Outfitter. We are sitting on... Nothing new. Nope, that's not true. A Giant's Axe. I'm gonna pick up a crossbow. Crossbow feels weirdly generic coming off of Night Slayer, but sure. Lightning bow. Is this, it costs more, so it must be a linear improvement. Attack 6, range 5. Thundara. Attack 5, range 5. Element ice. Interesting. Okay. A spear. Golden shield could be good to have an extra one, maybe. Maybe the same with the helm. Although currently we're not using a lot of armor, so like maybe it's a little unnecessary, but also with the errands we've been running, cash is not really an issue anymore. Rubber boots. Immune to immobilize and negates lightning. Okay, interesting. There might be a niche for that somewhere. We'll take one. Okay, new cloak and protect ring. Immune to sleep and doom. Immune to immobilize and disable. Why is this one so much more expensive? Let's take one of these. Accuracy, evasion. Attack magic +1. Okay, that's quite good in an accessory slot, I would say. That's worth the trade-off in mobility, I think. I'm gonna grab maybe 2 of these. Let me think about this again. So Doom feels like if there was a Doom-centric battle, it'd be nice to have these. But maybe I just take one, and then if a Doom-centric battle comes up, we think about it and come back to it. Okay, that's a lot of changes on accessories. Ooh, rumors. Okay, a lot of new rumors. One errand. Okay, the Legend of the Zodiac Braves. Long ago, before Ivalice was united as it is today, the land was divided into 7 kingdoms: Zeltenia, Fovoham, Lionel, Limberry, Lassalia, Galleon, and Mulland. Each kingdom clashed with the others in an endless effort to expand its own territory. The conflict continued for centuries until a brave and ambitious young king appeared in Mulland. This king dreamt of uniting all Ivalice under his hand, but such feats are not with ease achieved. Turning to ancient tomes and dark magics found within, he summoned a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding. Once unleashed, the demon could not be controlled. It slew the king and set out to destroy the world of men. 12 brave warriors were gathered to slay the demon and the foul horrors that it had summoned. They soon defeated the horrors and banished the demon back to the netherworld. These 12 warriors each carried with them a crystal engraved in the sign of the zodiac, so became known as the Zodiac Braves. Zodiac Stones. These crystals are said to date from the age of myth. Each bears the mark of the sign of the zodiac, leading them to be called the Zodiac Stones. They're thought to harbor divine power, which allowed the Zodiac Braves to perform astonishing miracles. Their last appearance in historical records dates from the time of Saint Ajora. Since then, the Zodiac Stones have remained hidden from mortal sight. Barrett Trading Company. The Barrett Trading Company, a successful trading company based in the merchant city of Orgilis, has garnered the favor of the populace by donating generously to bridge and road building projects, as well as to local orphanages. Kind of like a modern private military company, huh? Doing some shady, horrible shit behind the scenes, but you win the favor of the public by some basic donations. But not all of the talk surrounding this company is favorable. Many say the true source of this trading company's wealth is of a most unsavory nature: opium smuggling, slave trading, and even murder most foul. Yeah, how about that, huh? This game's a little real. Alright, let's look at this. So we lose Agrius and the princess. I did take their equipment off before they left, but I did not ever go ahead and re-equip stuff here on Ramza. I almost said Squall for some reason. I don't know why. I think because he's a Squire, so he's a Final Fantasy protagonist, and I saw Squire, so my brain went Squire and reached for Squall for some reason. I haven't played Final Fantasy VIII in a really long time. Out of all the PlayStation era Final Fantasies, 8 is the one I haven't replayed. I've done playthroughs of 7 and 9 on Steam, and I've played through them a few times on actual hardware as well. Tactics on actual hardware. So yeah, I don't know why 8 popped into my mind. Is there even a Steam version of 8? I assume there is. It'd be weird if there wasn't. Alright, so Ramza, Peter, Mage's Cloak. Okay, but do not switch off Thunder Rod, and do not switch off the robe. Let's come back to Paige, maybe. Oh, we should also think about what the squad looks like for the next upcoming battles. So, Led died, right? So we've got Labian, we've got Alicia, we've got Peter, we've got Ramza. So we've got 2 melee, 2 caster. And then we do want to use Paige, but I feel like Paige is just, unfortunately, in a really weak part of her progression tree. Thief just doesn't put out the damage to be viable in battle, I feel like. So we could rock with one of the extra monks. Or Ava. Derek's pretty good. Yeah, Derek's 7 attack versus 5 on Kali's. I'm not even completely sure why that is, to be honest, but we probably roll with Derek. That's our 5th. So I'm thinking we keep the Silken Robe here still. Lose 16 MP, gain 16 HP. That's not worth it. That's a linear change as far as I'm concerned. Actually, probably worse than linear, because the MP is probably more valuable. I think I'd rather you have your gun over the axe. Movement 3. You should have boots. I think. Same with the other monks. Adam invest in boots on all 3 of our monks. Alright, so, Page. Probably the leather cloak is still the best here. I don't want to give her a caster cloak, so that makes more sense. Time Mage. You're on aim. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get Anne trained up maybe as an alternate Black Mage. So Anne here, Black Mage Archer. We'll do that. This should still be Ice Rod though. Okay, well that's distributed, so I don't really care now what accessories these extra guys have, honestly. Okay, then yeah, the level 1s can take whatever is left over. Alright, I mean, mediocre shit, but, like, yeah. Oh, we get a new guy. Yes. So, let's grab that. Okay, let me pull up the dice. Alright, we've been through it a few times, but I'll just say it again for the sake of the video. 1 through 10 male, 11 through 20 female, using the first dice over here. If I... Yeah, okay, cool. So I have it so the mouse shows up on the dice, but not on the game, which is nice. 8. That was male, right? That's what I said? 1 through 10 male? I think that's what I said. Alright, we pick up a Squire. Hire him. Goes by the name of Roland. Okay, Roland. Welcome to the squad. Alright, and then we're rolling 2 dice for the classes. So, the way this works, I have the classes numbered in kind of a default order of progression. So, it goes Squire, Chemist, Knight Archer, White Mage, Black Mage, Monk Thief, Mystic, Time Mage, Geomancer Dragoon, Orator Summoner, Samurai Ninja, and Dancer Bard as the same node because that class depends on the gender specifically. So, first class, second class are the 2 dice here. Reroll if they match, reroll if we get 18 or higher. 11, 20 is a reroll. 310. Okay, that is a Knight. Time Mage. Don't love it. But I don't hate having another Knight. Roland. I feel like we're getting... Well, we've gotten a lot of Mystics. We still don't have a base Chemist. We've never rolled a Chemist. So in our current roster... Yeah, I don't know if we're missing any other... Oh, the Bard. We're missing a Bard Dancer. Oh, no, yeah, because Lad died, so... Yeah, I mean, if we got somebody who's in most classes... Double Mystic Knights. Yeah, we have a lot of Knights. Okay. Well, whatever. 47 Bravery, 52 Faith. I don't think we use this guy. I think this guy is yet another dud, which is rough. So, he can take the Chemist stuff because... he does have Time Mage, so, I mean, there's that. Alright, and then, yeah, the last thing to do is to run the errand. So, my little carrot. Please find my darling pet. She has been missing for a number of days. I am beside myself with worry. I will reward anyone who finds her. She is a Malboro that answers to the name of Carrot. There seems to be a missing T. Alright, we're going to send out for sure page. Peter's 13. And then we got 2 12s. If I send Peter and I run into a random battle, I can train up Anne. That's not that bad. Or I could keep Peter and send Anne. Or I could keep both. I feel like Anne needs XP, not JP. Peter could use the JP. Let's send Peter and Paige. And then we'll send out somebody else. Maybe Ava? Let's send Ava. Alright, 16 days. Okay, so we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to Merchant City. So yeah, I think we walk back to Merchant City, and then we can walk back and forth between Merchant City and Monastery, and then walk all the way back. A lot of opportunity for random battles, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this from the video then. Just because, like, the random battles shouldn't matter. Okay, this is worth mentioning. We do have new things in the next shop I went to. Specifically a battle bamboo, at least. And green beret. Okay. Speed +1. That seems really fucking good. So, green berets for everybody who's not a caster. Wizard clothing. Okay, so MP +15. Attack +2. MP +22. Does the attack stat affect the amount you cure? 4215. Very interesting consideration between the two. Let's actually grab another wizard's robe, I think, and then like 2 clothing. 2 and 2, I think, is good. So yeah, I guess a bunch of stuff just unlocked kind of by reaching... Oh yeah, look at this. By reaching that city there. I already checked the tavern, nothing new there. Do I want to equip these now? I guess. We'll probably mix things up a bit later. So you keep the wizard's hat. You have 98 HP. I think the wizard's robe is just too good, right? At least for the black mages. I want to know if this affects healing. Okay, I don't remember the last thing I said because I've been reading about mechanics in detail for a while, looking at equations and stuff. So, essentially magic attack definitely affects healing, and it also seems to affect things like haste percentages. Obviously faith does too. So, there's probably an argument to put Wizard's Robe on everybody over the other one. Okay, so you would take Wizard Clothing over Adamant? Is that just a quirk of the optimization? No, I mean, it is an improvement. So, like, Mystic Wizard Clothing probably feels fine. If the dividing factor is whether or not we feel like we give a shit about MP, maybe. Like, that's how we decide that. So, let's look at this. I could do plus 22 HP over 104 at the expense of 1 MP. Like, obviously the Silken Robe is on the outs. If we did a Wizard's Robe, I feel like a wizard's robe on the white mage is probably the way to go. So I'm thinking maybe my play is simply wizard's robes on black and white mages. Because I feel like the magnitude of their spells matters. Whereas for like a time mage, right, magic power is going to contribute to whether or not the spell succeeds, but there's not a magnitude of the spell. Like you can't have extra haste if you have more magic power, right? Whereas, you know, you get a bigger heal or bigger damage swing. So I think it makes sense to do it that way. So yeah, I'm probably willing to give you wizard clothing. Backup white mage. You'll get a green beret. I guess, yeah, not that many guys who actually need green berets currently. But yeah, if we have less monks, it'll matter more. Wait, who did I give my other wizard clothing to? Ulrich, yeah, and then Mustadio? Okay, yeah. That seems fine. We could technically have one to Paige, but I'm just going to hold out for something better because we're not bringing Paige into major battles. Alright. Okay, we also got more equipment at Merchant City. Samurai swords. Okay, I mean, I'll take them just for the collection, but not currently useful. A harp and battle folio? Okay, what are mystic and arithmetic? Attack 7, range attack too. Interesting. And this is bard only. Genuinely kind of shocked to see that is already available. I mean, I guess dedicated grinding and shit, you could have a bard by now. Pretty okay. Green beret. Wizard clothing. Nothing else new here. Okay, yeah, so just some different weapons. Interesting, though. The battle folio. He loses, presumably that's crit chance? But picks up a range attack, which seems like really good. Okay. Sure. Alright, report time. We've got a little bit of experience on our secondary black mage, and then like our monks and our white mage. So that's kind of 2 random battles, I think, on the way. In and out. Nothing too substantial. So, reports. My little carrot. We departed Lionel Castle in high spirits, are tasked to retrieve a lost pet. The stars are with us from the outset. There was very little information, nonetheless we remained committed. Eventually we located a quarry, then we began making preps for the journey home. I thought we were looking for a pet, not a quarry. Haha, funny joke. Upon our return, we were given a gift in gratitude. Eagerly we looked to see what our efforts had earned us. It was a handsome reward in money. Our fortune could not be greater. Prayed all our missions with such success. 15k, a little bit of JP on the crew. We should double check that there aren't other follow-ups. Oops. Okay, nothing. Alright, so that was Peter. 600 on Black Mage. We need 900 for tier 4 spell, which is definitely what we're going for. I think we go tier 4 spell, then we go magic counter maybe. Although I kind of like Pari. Like, I don't know what the odds of this are per se, but being able to block a physical attack on a mage feels kinda good. Although theoretically your mages shouldn't be taking physical attacks if they're being held in the back. I don't know. There's an argument there. They're more likely to maybe take spells. I guess they're more vulnerable to spells because of the high faith. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to look at that, I think. You maybe probably always had Dragoon or something, I would guess. So we're still working on Thief 5. Which probably... Yeah, classes level up by JP, characters level by XP, so putting them on jobs to finish up Thief is good. They're close. They're 105 off. Okay. Yes. I had a moment of like, wait, did I... Was this pointless? But no. No, it's fine. Steel Heart, like, if I use them again, sure, that's relevant, I guess. And Knight, you already have Pari, so you're just sitting on points, fine. Did I send Ava? Was she the third I sent out? She might have been. Mobilize, Float. I don't think we need to mobilize when we have Stop already. Meteor is like really expensive. Quick's an option. Reflect could work. I don't know how Reflect works in Tactics. I have no memory. Sorry, are you in your final form? Ava is Time Mage Dragoon. Okay. You are as you are. And we already did. Then the Monks. Alicia Lavian. Yeah, that should be everything. Alright, so we want to re-equip you. Green Beret. I must have sent the Time Mage. Wizard clothing on Time Mage, maybe. Do I have an adamant vest on somebody who's like complete dud? I do. I mean... You know what? Sure, fuck it. Even though Mustadio is going to be used. No, this doesn't make any sense. This makes literally no sense to do that. Never mind. But it's just very much a what am I doing moment. Completely illogical. Yeah, you should be changed. Okay. Battle boots on you is whatever. Somebody's got to have them, I guess. Peter, Wizard, Mage's Cloak, Thunder Rod, all good. The only thing to really distribute was the Green Berets. We still have a Green Beret, right? But that'll go on somebody who ceases to be like a monk or something at some point. What is the plan with these monks? So Derek is Geomancer. Prereq Monk 4. And you are Monk 3. Not super close. But getting there. And then we got Collies. Collies is Monk Mystic. And Alicia, who's Monk Mystic. So these are permanent monks, essentially. So I mean, I guess getting the Geomancer on Derek is the thing. Was Oliver... Yeah, 47 bravery. This guy could be a samurai. I was just thinking that, like, a little bit of an overemphasis on casters and what we've rolled. It could be good to actually have, like, a samurai, but this guy ain't it. I'm not going to work on Rowland. Oliver. I mean, they're the same guy. They both suck. They're both, like, low faith, or low bravery. It's like, whatever. Alright, so the first real battle of the day. Chigolith Fenlands. Yeah, we should be good to go here. Bring out our heavy hitters. This battle doesn't sound like it's that bad. I could maybe sneak through with the thief. Like, we got Squire Ramza right now. Maybe this is okay. Let's do it. Let's bring the thief. She's so close to being done with thief. We still got to go back to, like, knight or something, but... Or we can get her to be a ninja. That'd be so good. We need some good melee. Like, some unambiguously good melee. Ramza being kind of a utility class, a little awkward. Just when I thought this fen could grow no fouler. Solid footing, scarce enough, and rain to rob us of that. Be careful. I know the water here is poison. I remember this map, actually, now that I look at it. Little spots of land you can stand on. Really, dude? You couldn't actually contribute in any way? You couldn't get a hit in? Okay, we can go hit this guy. I could steal his heart, but I don't think he has one. Sure, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with just running over here and smacking him once. $35 ain't nothing. We got the dodge on the counter. That's fine. They got a little piggy. Decent squad of enemies, too. Something to think about. Oh, I did learn in Aranbat, Chakra heals undead. So that's an important thing to think about. Guess we go here. Do I only get poisoned for ending the turn in the water? Hopefully that's true. Seems like it's true. White Mage. Absorb MP, we could try. I don't know if these guys have MP. So probably just set up like a Protector or Shell? Maybe? Okay, that'll work. Then I can go here. Maybe Shell would be better with the ghosts running around, but this is probably fine. $99. I still can't get a good hit on anybody. I could go back up the thief, maybe. Can't get across the water. Can't reach nothing there either. Alright, here comes a target to fight, at least. 18 damage, who gives a shit? Ectoplasm, not that scary. What are you even doing? Does he know enough to use, like, the... So, I don't think he knows enough to use Seal Evil. Maybe it's random whether or not he does it. Sucks if that's the case. I'm a little worried about putting you too far out into the shit. I can go here. That's not bad. Okay, but the counter does kind of suck because now you're half dead. And you're very far from the White Mage. This is actually pretty bad. I should have probably pulled the Thief back, I guess. That is standable land. We'll go there. Okay, we'll take this out with a cure. We gotta pull the thief back. But she's got high movement as long as she doesn't die here. Which is actually not looking great. Okay, my black mage is kind of just fucking stuck. Let's move this way. Let's try to get over here where these fuckers are going. Okay, we're one tile off. And we're almost there. We also got to be aware that these guys will try to come back to life. I think the ghosts do too. Definitely the skeletons do. So, if we have anybody get crystallized or get down, they could get crystallized just because of the respawning enemies. And that would be really bad. Good hit. You went in the sick. Okay, bold play. Go for it, I guess. Thief turn should be coming up here. Pig nearly dead. Okay, so if I do, say, Steel Gill, this should not counterattack, right? And then I can retreat, whereas if I attack, I might die. Nope, he does counterattack! Oh god! Okay, I thought I was safe. That was a mistake. Retreat? Okay. I could hold in chakra. Otherwise, I'm kind of pinned. Sure, let's chakra just act as a distraction for the guys in front of us. This is fine. I don't hate this. I could move here. What does this achieve? Then I can move here. I don't feel like moving does anything for me. Okay, I can't hit a cure. 3 turns. Probably doesn't do anything there either. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, I can't get anywhere. Ugh. Four turns on Kira. That's him. And then him. 4 turns on Kira. Peter's gonna move. Wait. I can use Peter to carry a heal to the thief. Okay, we need to get a heal into the thief now. Let's look at this again. So 3 should be after Peter, right? Or does it go on 3 and slides before Peter? I have no idea, actually. Let's test it. Let's do Kira. Oh, Peter's too far. So but wait. Okay, if I move back a tile, I need to move into the water. That's fine. Let's do it. Kira on 4 will definitely happen after Peter's movement, so we'll do it that way. Good counter. Okay, so Kira moves, it goes after the spot in the turn order. Kira would have went off before this guy. Which maybe makes the difference between, honestly, the thief surviving or not. Which is a problem. So let's think about this. If we launch a thunder here, maybe that keeps them from getting close enough to zap the thief. Yeah, that might have worked as a distraction to get him to go somewhere else. I'm not too worried about the Monk yet. That is starting to attract a lot of attention, though. Only 31 on that thief. God damn. Her faith is probably pretty low. Alright, he takes out the Pig. I think Ramza can take that. Or the Black Mage. Do we let the Black Mage kill that guy, maybe? We get Ramza in over here. Yeah. I can get the Thief in there, too. Move 3. He has it. No, the Black Mage gets that kill. Why don't you move back this way? Okay, I'm gonna heal here with a potion so that we don't heal the enemy and I don't have to move. We're just gonna continue to kind of just block for now. Sadio takes that kill, that's fine, I guess. Okay, this guy gets the move, but we've got the kill queued up on him, so I don't really care. Okay, things are going okay. I'll just render MP, I guess. Maybe I should just stabbed him for XP. Maybe that was the play, huh? 59. 130. Timer 3 turns. Can this backfire? I mean, yes. Unfortunately, our Black Mage damage is so high Goes after Alicia. %. What about Cyclone? 100%. Is this guaranteed to hit? It missed, I guess, because the ramp. I should have checked the hitbox on that. That was a mistake. That was a little dumb. %56 only. Just not really worth doing. Okay. Poison wears off. Depth 2, depth 1. I can't really go anywhere. Thanks, I guess. I should have tried for the Rend MP again, maybe. It's fine. Sleep, whatever. Ah, you failed anyway. This guy's still up. Dies to counter if the counter triggers. Yeah, okay. Can't reach him. Can I hit you from here? Let's punch a ghost. That makes sense, right? We got a guy that's about to revive. What if I just set a cure like this and see what happens? Or we'll just get the kill there and it doesn't matter. Okay. Mustadio, are you hurt? No worse for the wear. The channel's shore lies just beyond the fen. Goog is not far now. Gaug? Gouge? Gaug? Something. Alright, let's talk about the upcoming battle. So, Machine City Slums is the next battle. Thief Archer Summoners with Mustadio. Yeah, it's gonna be another doozy. I don't think there's much we can do for that in terms of planning. Alright, well, we'd leave Ramza as a Squire. The extra HP from the armor is going to be really nice. 211 JP on Squire. We might as well finish it. Beastmaster. Peter! Magic counter, arcane strength. Yeah, Peter can just sit. I don't see the point of taking anything else here. Paige, you still stuck on Thief? God damn it, Paige. You're 51 JP away. Obviously, we don't bring Paige out on the next fight. Who do we bring? $120 HP on a Monk doesn't feel that good either. I could think about setting up a Knight. Or a Blast? Range 3, presumably that's just ranged physical attack, but that's not bad. Doomfist. Let's take Aura Blast. Lavian is Arcane Defense, so theoretically that helps against summoners. Very theoretically. Mustadio, 238 JP. You almost have JP boost. Very much almost. Alright, yeah. Okay, idea. Paige is a knight. She's a knight ninja. We could switch off of Thief for one battle to get another armored melee user. To help try to rush down the summoners. It would be 2 knights, a wizard, a white mage, and like a monk. Or I could even leave the monks at home if I feel like the monks are a liability. But I don't think we have much of anybody else to bring. Could bring the Time Mage. I don't know how I feel about that either. I like this idea though. Let's do this. I think this is not awful. Coral Sword, Golden Shield, Golden Helm, Golden Armor, and then we want boots. Move 5. Ramza Power Gauntlets. Do I want also boots on Ramza for this fight? I think I do. I think Power Gauntlet is not the thing here. Let's think about Mustadio for a second, too. His movement's only 4, so I think Battle Boots is fine there. I could give him... You know, maybe? Maybe he gets Power Gauntlet? Yeah. Maybe. I think I like it. I think I like the idea of Power Gauntlet. So, gold, coral on both. Close Helm is the only difference. That's a 70. I'm just curious what the difference is. 10 HP extra. We've had this Close Helm for a long time. This came off like Gafgarian or something. Kind of crazy that you get that soon. Yeah, okay. You can have Battle Boots back because we took them off and we put power on. That seems good. I think that's all we can do here for planning. Let's leave this one here then until next time.